Well, good day, everyone. Welcome to the third episode at the Coffeehouse Corner Club with yours truly, Debby Needles, where we share sips, stories, and songs. And for today, I would like to share with you my Coffeehouse performance will be of the song Royal Bloom at Violet. And that is a song that I wrote back in 1994-95 for my wedding day. And so that was written so that my friend Lauren could actually be singing it while we walked down the aisle. And my brother-in-law, Dave Needles, played guitar. And it turned out beautiful, and it represented the entire day. It was right on the Pacific Ocean in Malibu, California. And that was October 1st to 1995. And so thought it'd be fun to perform that song for you in celebration of my 25th anniversary with my husband, Brad Needles. So also I have a book that I wanted to share with you, and I thought it would be fun in honor of relationships, not only with somebody, but with yourself. And it's called Think Happy. And I really enjoy this book. And so we'll go over a little chapter on that. And then I guess what I'd like to do is start today's get together with asking you, how is your daily grind going out there, friends? And I mean not just literally, but figuratively as well. So, and what I mean by that is, are you guys drinking some good coffee? I love anyone to share the coffee brands that they absolutely love. I've been drinking the Door County Coffee and Tea Company. I just pick it up at my local grocery store because I'm too lazy to order all these separate things online. It's too time consuming, but I love marketing. It always works on me. It says, drink coffee, be happy. And it's actually one of their dark roasts, the blend of Costa Rican and Sumatran beans. Delicious. So I've been drinking this lately. It's doing the trick for my daily grind. And figuratively speaking, I'm sure a lot of you have run into this too, but I had developed this horrible sinus infection, and it started at my last episode, and I had to go on antibiotics, and then it came back, and I am a reading interventionist at a local elementary school. And now that school started, unfortunately, it just came back. And the bummer is, when you have any symptoms, right, you have to get tested for COVID. And oh my goodness, talk about a rigmarole. HR calling you have to track your symptoms, and have you been, symptom free for 24 hours? And oh my goodness. So it was all last week I was dealing with that. And I just thought of all of you out there thinking, gosh, I'm sure everybody's going through this as well. It's like you just don't want to get sick right now because every symptom could be COVID. So I'm praying that all of you out there are staying well and as healthy as you absolutely can and taking good care of yourselves. And it's hard to do when we all have these huge to-do lists every day to accomplish. So take that time for yourself. And thanks for taking time today. I really appreciate it to listen to the performance. And I always try to bring things that hopefully will feed you some positivity, as well as some good, cozy, comforting art and healing gifts, if you will. So with that being said, I hope too that from last time we talked about creating, and I know it's hard to find time, but if any of you do have the time, we need more positive art and media, because I don't know, every time I try to find a new show or something, it's so negative. And I get it, we want to bring things to truth and we want to have reality, see what's going on, but sometimes we just need to watch something that's going to make us laugh and feel lighthearted. And my best friend and Susan and I were talking about this 2 days ago, that we're just so tired of not finding anything that's uplifting, and we miss Seinfeld and Friends, something to watch after almost the whole week was over. And so here's to all the creative people out there, please bring your gifts forth, we need them. And with that being said, that's why I love writers and I love books, because books and writers always bring this information to you, and you don't feel like you're being accused of something or judged. And I just love the knowledge that I pick up. And every time I'm feeling really down, I have this little ottoman that I keep all these positive books or books that have wonderful messages that just bring me back into a feel good, like I'm doing okay and I'm really not so bad at this thing, or, you know, gosh, there really are some good people in the world, and all those thoughts that you need to put back in after maybe being in some kind of negative or toxic environment. And one of them was this Think Happy. And I saw this book. It was written by Karen Salmonson in one of the grocery store locally here. It was in a home decorating section of the store. And I don't know, I was just drawn to it. And I was probably having a rough day. And bought a couple copies for some friends too. But I love it. Instant pep talks to boost productivity and positivity is really what it said, positivity, not productivity. I think I threw that one in there. But what it says here is 5 things to say when looking for and maintaining love. And that's this chapter. And I loved it because it just made me think about when I met my husband about 29 years ago, because we didn't get married till 4 years after we met. And I love this one. It says, don't look for a partner who is eye candy. Look for a partner who is soul food. How true is that? I mean, the eye candy isn't bad, don't get me wrong, but like it says here, love at first sight is easy. It's love at 1 millionth and first sight that's tough to find. So although love at first sight does happen, far too often it's only infatuation at first sight. It takes time to get to know someone's true inner self. And then at the end here of this page, it says, a person just gets yummier when you're attracted to their soul. So I also love it says, remember, just because someone's packaged as mouth-watering, that doesn't mean they're good for you. Make sure they don't have bad character ingredients, which might create heart problems and headaches. She does such a great job at putting all these little, advice tidbits into perspective for somebody. It's cute. And I love this one too. Just like you shouldn't go food shopping when starving, you should be careful looking for love when lonely. Never allow loneliness to drive you into the arms of someone you don't belong with. Instead of being needy for love, you should be wanty. You should want someone because their presence enhances your already happy life. The less needy you are, the less likely you'll be to overlook red flags or become unhealthily codependent. And I love this because it goes further, or I should say it starts out with the sentence, you gotta love your own company. So you choose people out of love for them, not fear of being alone. And I love that because it's really not just talking about a relationship with somebody else, it's talking about a relationship with yourself. And I don't think some of us are married to our work. Some of us are married to some family members that need our care, and that's enough joy for us, and that's our purpose. Whatever it is, I've never been somebody to say that everybody should get married, because it might not be for everyone. We're all so different. We all have different roles in this lifetime. And I think that, if we know that about ourselves, I know like Oprah, she said, I was dedicated to my work. I mean, I look at Stevie Nicks. Jennifer Aniston, she's been married, but you can tell like she's just dedicated to her craft, and she puts so much of her energy into that. So I think there's nothing wrong with that is what I'm trying to say. I felt fortunate. I was the same way. I thought I'm just going to get wrapped up into my career, and if I meet somebody, great. And I always said to myself, I'd rather be alone than be with somebody that didn't respect me or treat me well. And I just was lucky. I guess I was meant to have somebody to marry because he came into my life, but I really wasn't trying. And so, and that's okay that happened too. Like that wasn't even my plan, but sometimes, we plan life and it comes around in a whole different way, and it's just as beautiful as the plan maybe would have been had it turned out the way you originated it. I love this too. People treat you as you expect to be treated. If you don't fully love yourself, you'll settle for people who don't fully love you. So, realize how much you're worth and don't give people discounts. And I like this one too. If it doesn't, this is the fourth one. If it doesn't open, it's not your door. Not everyone you lose is a loss. You don't need anyone who doesn't need you. So don't chase people who require being chased. If someone's a good catch, they'll want to be caught. And the good news is every breakup is an opportunity to trade up the empty space this person leaves behind is freed up for someone far more right. And lastly, I love this one. This is the fifth one. It's better to hold out for a soulmate than settle for a cellmate. And in summary, it's called a soulmate, not an ego mate, wallet mate, lust mate, or status mate. Find a partner who makes your soul feel safe and happy. If you don't feel safe with your partner, safe being your true self, safe expressing yourself, you will never feel true love. If you don't feel comfy being vulnerable, there can be no true intimacy. So guys, make sure that you either have just a great relationship with yourself and your work and your life, and if somebody's meant to come into your world, they will. And they will actually bring something to the table, right? So I just thought I would share that with you. I love reading these things. It's a great little book, and I think I bought it like 3 years ago. So just wanted to share, that's my book club with you. Sorry that you can't communicate, but feel free to put comments on my YouTube channel about what I discussed or any feedback on coffee. I know that this hasn't been exactly a two-way street with these things, but I would love to hear from you. So now I will be performing once again, as I mentioned earlier in the episode, Royal Blue Met Violet. So thanks guys again for staying around. thanks again, guys, for listening today. And I hope this coming week finds you well and happy and safe. And if you enjoyed any of the songs that I've played on my episodes, including today's Royal Blue Met Violet, you can download it from any digital music platform where you currently are getting your music from, such as iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, and there's a whole list of them, of these online stores that my music can be found on my website, debbieneedles.com. And I also put up some good stories about songs and life in general on my website as well. Love to hear from you all. Feel free to send any fun feedback on coffee that you think that I should try, or anything you wanted to add to today's story. Would love to hear from you on my YouTube channel, and please feel free to subscribe if you'd like to get some future notifications on the next episodes. Thanks, guys. Stay well, my friends. See you soon. Bye-bye.